Oh my gosh. The best. Plums.
Is that a video?
Yeah, here's a video.
Hey.
Hey. Our awesome Bunk-a-Biker host out of Beauville. I am sad because we're leaving this beautiful campsite, but it is time to head out. And actually it's time to leave Oregon. And we are making our way to Walla Walla, Washington. We reached out to Paul through the Facebook group Bunk-a-Biker. How much air do you need?
Oh, they just put about 5 pounds in it.
Oh, okay.
Nothing major. Felt like it had nothing, though. All right, you get it?
Yep, I got it. So you can see these orchards off to my right here. And we're on 35. After you come out from 26, you hit what's called the valley on the east side of Mount Hood. And tons of fruit stands and orchards and farms and cider.
All the different ciders. There was peach cider, and pear and apple cider.
Yes.
And the one we went to, it was all non-pasteurized too.
Yes, that was awesome. So we picked up some of that, as much as we could cram in our Yeti. Oh my gosh. The best. Plums and peaches. I mean, it just, I don't know what to say other than I'm really enjoying this.
A little rumbling in a sewing machine.
Is that a video?
Yeah, here's a video.
Hey.
This is Paul, our Bunk-a-Biker.
How good do we look?
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, we just spent an amazing evening at a Bunk-a-Biker.
Yes, we did.
Go to the Facebook page, Bunk-a-Biker, and you can hop, skip, and jump all over the United States. We found a Bunk-a-Biker in Walla Walla, Washington, and we spent an amazing evening with him. And in fact, we're going to have a quick interview with him because he runs a humanitarian effort down in Peru that we found just absolutely fantastic and interesting and well worth 2 minutes of your time to listen to see what Paul has to say about the work that he's doing down there. So, but the other thing is that we wanted to say is if you're in Walla Walla, look up Paul. You couldn't find a better host. Appreciate you. So awesome to meet you.
This group, this organization you have,
Yeah.
helps
Yeah.
young women
Yeah.
only, or is it a...
Well, so when I went there, and the long backstory is I ultimately found 2 little kids on the street that were abandoned by the death of their mom. They lived on the streets from the time they were 6 and 8 until they were 8 and 10. And I had an epiphany that night. I said, okay, now I know what the missing piece is that I'm going to do here. It was up until
That's 20 years.
20 years ago. Yeah, so we have a place now called Poppy's House, but it's Poppys, People of Peru Project Youth Services House. And it's for abandoned, abused kids and girls specifically at the residential treatment center there. We have trauma therapists, we provide education. I mean, they live with us. They're like our kids. We're raising them. Sometimes the parents are incarcerated, sometimes they have no parents, sometimes they're in an abusive situation, stepdad at home that's been raping them. Trafficking. We've had a 9-year-old mother came to us,
Oh my gosh.
9 years old with the baby already.
Oh my gosh.
And so horrible situations. Then we sponsor about 100 kids a year in school that aren't residential. So they're very poor children living in impoverished situations where if they're not getting help, it's free, right? You know.
There you go.
Yeah. So free education, but you have to have your books, your uniforms, your school supplies, and your registration to get in. So there are tons of kids, and I'd see them on the streets. We had a breakfast feeding program in the local schools for a lot of years, and see these kids on the streets. Why aren't you in school? You're supposed to be in school right now. Well, I can't go this year because Mom didn't have the money for registration. I mean, an entire year of school gone because they don't have $20.
And then $20 to keep the kid in school to get an education.
So we sponsor about 100 students a year in the local public schools. We have a full-time administration. So, that's been a very cool thing. So we got the dental facility. We've treated over 65,000 people with free medical and dental care over the last 20 years. And the big numbers there are because of volunteer groups that come from all over the U.S., Europe, and Canada.
Wow.
And they come. They're
And that's the universities,
medical teams, hospital groups, family groups. A group of physicians that are all buddies, and they'll say, "Hey, man, let's go do something meaningful apart from a vacation somewhere. Let's take our kids to see something amazing, but at the same time, let's help somebody."
Yeah.
And they'll come down, and we have a traveling road show. So when those guys come, we have all of our medicines and equipment ready to go. And every morning we get up, leave the compound, and go to a village on the river or some poor community, and we'll treat 100 to 200 people a day, depending on how big the village is. And
So how can they reach out to that? How can they help you out?
well,
Is it just a simple website that we'll
Yeah.
have posted below?
yeah, we have needs because there are 14 full-time staff to take care of these, take care of the children, to educate and supervise our young adults, to care for the volunteer groups when they come, and everything that is required to run a business like that. But so there's always the financial needs. I mean, we're always going to need financial help, and we've been blessed for the last 20 years. Because people have really had, they have confidence in the work they do, and so part of instilling that confidence is I've said to hundreds, thousands of people in the last 20 years, hey, come down, be a part of what we're doing, be a part of a volunteer team, get your family together, come down as a family, get your hands dirty, see what we're doing, and then, if you feel good about this process, then support us, and that's how it works, because people can see this is the real deal, you know.
So it's not just a matter of putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
You're doing that by
saying,
I'll show you.
Yeah,
I don't need your money. Come down here and help.
Yeah,
That's all I want.
Come help us. Come help us, and then you're going to probably support us anyway. And
Wow.
so we've had over 5,000 volunteers in the last 20 years.
And you
Amazing financial support from the motorcycle community, and factions of that community try to present themselves as tough guys, but they're really babies.
They're all babies.
we're all a bunch of big teddy bears, and so
Paul, great meeting you.
yeah, good to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Come back to Walla Walla.
Okay, when we moved out of our house onto our motorcycles, we had a bell. And I specifically took the bell with us, and I told Richard, I said, somewhere in our travels, we're going to meet somebody and become friends with them, and I'm going to want to give them this bell. And it is now July 26th?
28.
Okay,
28.
3 months later.
Whatever day it is.
Whatever.
It's COVID. We don't know what day it is.
Yeah, we don't know what day it is. Yeah.
We're traveling. But 3 months later, we have finally found our person that needs to be blessed with this bell.
Oh, right
Here-
on,
Here
man.
it is. Come in here.
Pretty
Ricky.
exciting.
Here it
Pretty
is.
Exciting. Here, I'll come over here.
You can see all the stuff I'm traveling with. Hold, please.
I started using a lot more Altoids when I started wearing a mask.
Yeah. That's so
For my own breath.
All right. So, oh dear, is it a Harley bell?
No,
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Open it up.
Well,
Here.
I will have Paul open it up.
All right,
So,
all right.
okay.
Here you go, Paul.
Man,
I'll come
thank
over
you.
here.
This is a high day right here.
So, there you go.
Thank
you are
you.
blessed with a bell
Man,
from Denton, Texas.
Thanks. I've never really had anybody give me a bell. I had somebody throw a bell at me once.
Yeah.
But
So the story behind bells on motorcycles is you can't go buy your own bell.
right, that's exactly
You have
right.
to be given a bell, and that's why we've always had this.
Cool. No, I'll definitely. I gotta have to decide now where this is gonna go.
Let us know.
My long distance bike is the Tiger. I'll put it on the Tiger.
Put it on the
That's
Tiger.
that- that's where I
Perfect.
go. Yeah.
Oh, that's appropriate,
Yeah.
especially since we might get into adventure bikes.
Exactly.
Yep. How appropriate.
Thanks, guys.
We're awesome.
Appreciate it. Very nice.
We are wandering through the wheat fields of Washington on our way to where? Are we going, Richard?
Where are we going?
Yes.
Well, we're going to Rhonda's house.
Yes. We're on our way to our second Bunk-a-Biker, trying to cover some ground to get out of Oregon through Washington and on into Idaho. And Rhonda, I reached out to her because on her Bunk-a-Biker thing, she said that she has a bed, booze, showers, laundry, wash bikes and a swimming pool. I mean,
Right, but the bikes look like brand new right now because Paul, our previous Bunk-a-Biker, cleaned our windshields and our mirrors and our headlights for us.
yes.
Yeah. And he did that because his father, whenever any guests or the children would come to the house, he would always make sure their windshields were clean inside and out and their headlights were clean so they were safe.
Yes.
So he's carrying on his father's tradition.
Yes. Talk about a pay it forward thing. We are blessed with clean windshields and mirrors, and it's really awesome. I think.
Yeah. Feels like a brand new bike.
I know. Just don't look at the rest of it.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Big tractor.
Yeah. We're just waiting.
Just waiting, patiently waiting.
Thank goodness it's cloudy.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
This is part of traveling. You get into these areas where there's road construction and you kind of got to sit here for a long time before it clears up and it gets brutally warm. So it's always interesting before you get to a Bunk-a-Biker because it's just a blank slate, you know, other than they've offered their address and just a little bit of information of what they can provide. But other than that,
Oh, there's a hole right there.
It's on the table.
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you're just like.
Okay, so this is Rhonda,
Hey.
our awesome Bunk-a-Biker host out of Beauville, Idaho, and we have been feasting here. Let me tell you, she is an amazing cook. The other night, she made us baked chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, biscuits, and corn on the cob. I have not eaten that much food or that well since we left our house April 22nd.
I love cooking and feeding people.
Obviously, yes. So if you're looking for an awesome Bunk-a-Biker host, you need to come here. You will be so welcome. Thank you. Okay, guess what time it is? After 3 months on the road, it is time to wash the bikes. Well, we need to get our hands on them to make sure they're okay, and we need to get the dirt off them to make them look nice again. So let's get to it. Richard left me.
No, I'm here. I didn't leave you, I'm just washing.
And one thing fantastic about Bunk-a-Biker is they'll let you know the services that they have available. And this wonderful couple had on their description
Booze.
beds, booze, laundry, which was awesome, and also wash bikes. So as you can see, Richard behind me, as I'm just twiddling my thumbs over here, but Richard's busy washing the motorcycle, so I guess I better go and help him, or at least get out of the way before I get wet.
The bed, the bike wash,
We did it. We did it all. We did the
Yeah,
beds,
we did it
the
all.
booze,
The laundry.
the bike wash, the shower. Oh no, we did not do the
swimming
swimming
pool.
pool. You missed it. We missed it. But actually, yesterday it was cloudy. So anyway, we're
it was cloudy and it wasn't good. But we washed the bikes, so the bikes got a good bath for sure.
Yes, they are happy now. Happy motorcycles.
Which means it's gonna rain. That'll be next.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
Anyway,
we are headed to northern Idaho.
Yes.
We're northern part of the little panhandle of Idaho today.
yes. And you know, if you've watched any of our other videos, we've been trying all kinds of camping options. We have done dispersed, we have done a hip camp, we have done a state park, we've done several Forest Service campgrounds, which are amazing.
Which are good, yeah.
And
really
this was
nice.
going to be one of our first RV resort campgrounds.
Oh, that's right. It's not a state or anything.
No,
it's
it
a
is
private
a resort. How, and you say that fancy word resort. This is still $20 a night. So
Yeah.
we're like,
So it's still a tent spot.
it's still a tent spot, and I'm still kind of nervous as to what $20 a night gets you in an RV resort spot. Shout out to Z Traveler and her Facebook page, Bunk-a-Biker, which
Yes.
is how we came to Rhonda's house here out of Beauville, Idaho. An amazing host with a knack for hospitality.
It's hot, so I'm taking these lowers off. That's the convenient thing about these, is that I can unsnap them.
Now, is that just so that you get more air, or is it also beneficial to your motorcycle?
Oh, it's also beneficial for the motorcycle. And it keeps it from getting so, the air swirling around that's hot around me. Ah, it's gonna be great today.
Had an awesome stay with Rhonda and Alan at Bunk-a-Biker in Beauville, Idaho. Man, it was cool. Beautiful place. They were just so accommodating. It was just, she's just a sweetheart.
Yeah, beautiful setting.
Yep.
Hey, guess what?
Am I supposed to say what?
Yeah.
Okay, what?
We're gonna start a Patreon page.
Yes. So if you like the content that we're providing and you would like to support our channel and gain better access to us, you can do so for as little as $5 a month. And we've got a lot of things that we're offering right away and a lot of things coming up. We're going to have behind the scenes, we're going to have bloopers, we're going to have uncut video, that official video, I don't even know what you call it. And we're going to have better access. We're also going to have insider information of what's coming down the pipeline, things that we're thinking about that we want to do, what our future plans for this channel is going to be, stuff that we're not sharing anywhere else except for on our Patreon account.
Right, and we want the people that are with us in Patreon to give us the input that they have, because they're be important to us.
Yes. And if you can't or don't want to join us on
That's
Patreon,
perfectly fine.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we are just deeply honored that you're here, that you're enjoying our channel. All right, y'all ride safe.